Why some people enjoy being alone. Maybe a little too much. Have you ever canceled plans, sat on your couch in total silence and thought, wow, this is better than people? Yeah, same. But what if being alone stops feeling like a break and starts feeling like your favorite lifestyle? Let's talk about why some people don't just enjoy alone time. They fall in love with it. Let's be honest. At first, alone time feels like a reward. No small talk, no explaining yourself, no pretending to laugh at jokes that aren't funny. You can eat cereal for dinner, wear the same hoodie for 3 days, and replay that one song 7 times without anyone judging you. It's peaceful, it's quiet, it's safe, and that's where it starts. Because for some people, being alone isn't lonely, it's relief. One big reason people enjoy being alone so much is mental exhaustion. People are a lot. They ask questions, they interrupt your thoughts, they expect replies, they drain your social battery like it's on 1%, and they're still FaceTiming. So when you're alone, your brain finally gets to sit down and say, nobody needs anything from me. And that feeling is addictive. Then there's control. When you're alone, everything goes your way. You choose the music, you choose the food, you choose when to talk or not talk at all. No compromises, no negotiations. You don't have to explain why you're quiet today. You don't have to match anyone's energy. You don't have to be on. For people who feel misunderstood or overwhelmed often, solitude feels like the only place where they fully belong. Another reason, some people don't dislike others. They just think better alone. Their creativity shows up. Their ideas get clearer. Their emotions make more sense. When they're around people, it feels noisy inside their head. When they're alone, everything finally lines up. It's like their brain says, thank you for removing the distractions. Now we can function. And let's talk about an emotional safety. Being alone means no rejection, no disappointment, no awkward moments replaying in your head at 2 a.m. You don't have to worry about saying the wrong thing or being judged for who you really are. For people who've been hurt, ignored, or misunderstood before, solitude feels like armor, strong, quiet, protective. When you're alone, nobody can leave you, because nobody's there to begin with. But here's where things get interesting. At some point, enjoying being alone turns into avoiding connection. You stop replying, not because you're busy, but because you don't feel like engaging. You cancel plans, not because you're tired, but because staying home sounds easier. You start choosing peace over people every single time. And suddenly, being alone isn't just something you enjoy, it's something you need. Some people enjoy being alone too much because they've mastered independence. They've learned how to entertain themselves, how to self-soothe, how to rely on no one but themselves. And while that's powerful, it can also quietly build walls. Because when you don't need people, you stop reaching for them. Here's a simple example. Imagine someone invites you out. Your first thought isn't, that could be fun. It's, but I could also stay home and do absolutely nothing. And somehow, doing nothing wins every single time. That's when solitude stops being a choice and starts becoming a habit. Now let's be clear. Liking alone time isn't a problem. Some people recharge alone. Some people find peace alone. Some people simply enjoy their own company more than noise. That's not weird. That's self-awareness. The problem starts when being alone becomes the only place you feel comfortable. When connection feels like effort instead of joy. The truth is, many people who love being alone aren't antisocial. They're selective. They're thoughtful. They're protecting their energy. They don't hate people. They just hate meaningless interaction. And honestly, that makes sense. But humans are strange creatures. We crave independence and connection. We want peace, but also to be understood. We love being alone, but we don't want to feel invisible. That's the balance everyone's trying to figure out. So if you enjoy being alone too much, ask yourself one simple question. Am I choosing solitude because it feeds me or because it shields me? There's no wrong answer, just an honest one. Because being alone can be healing, but being seen can be healing too. And maybe the goal isn't choosing one over the other, but learning when to open the door and when to close it. After all, even the most peaceful room gets lonely if the door never opens. And if you're watching this alone right now, well, at least we're alone together.